Hello rock and metal fans, welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews, and we're going to finish off the Todd La Torre, Rejoicing the Suffering reaction videos. So, every song has been listened to. This is the last one, the last bonus track, which is One by One. Before I talk about that, I just want to say thank you to those people that have been watching this, especially to the people that have waited until I've actually reacted. I even got the CD sitting there on the fucking kitchen table or whatever. What's that all about? You know, you're stronger than I was probably in the past. I've got to be strong now. I've got to do this stuff. But what I have done is, I have copped out a little bit. I've done it in like 3 fucking days. That's not exactly suffering, is it? It sort of is, but it ain't. You know, I could have done one a day, which I've done before. That was suffering, but I've tried to, for those people, only thinking of those people that haven't listened to it yet. That's all I'm thinking of. Not myself. Okay, so One by One. This is interesting. So it's like, I've heard, you know, chats with Todd's had in interviews about this one, sort of growling, maybe Cookie Monster vocals coming on this one. Not for me. Look, we all got our own opinion. People love that in metal. They love that, and I understand there's also a skill to it. Although it doesn't appeal to me when I listen to it, I understand that there's a skill to doing it, as far as I know. You know, it's just when those vocals come on, and you know what? This is an album that's, for me, is great because I get to hear real heavy music without that. You know, all the way through it, apart from a couple of bits, which didn't bother me because it was just there. It's, you know, little growling bits don't bother me. But I got to hear an album that's as heavy as fuck, with an excellent singer over, and that is what I really yearn for in that side of. I know this ain't extreme metal, and everyone will be saying I'm a fucking pussy for saying it is, but for me it's heavy. All right, it's heavy. It's fucking heavy for me. And to hear the vocals from Todd over this heavy music is just like a match made in fucking heaven. And before I do this last one, Craig Blackwell has been well, I don't know, like I said before, I don't know where he's been, but man, he's fucking great. He is an amazing guitarist that has brought just as much as Todd has to this album. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And obviously they're both only doing everything on this album. So the drumming, let's not forget the fucking drumming that Todd does. Let's not forget the bass guitaring that Craig does. They are both outstanding musicians. Someone said to me today, messaged me and said they could be the best duo in metal at the moment. And I know it's only one album, and I know that's a thing to say that's just a bit fucking, people would say you're stretching on that. Well, I don't know, because what a fucking voice he's got and what a great guitarist Craig is. And they've done a masterpiece of an album here. So it's time to stop crawling and get on with the last track, which is One by One. And it's 6 minutes long, nearly 6 minutes. So if it's 6 minutes of growling, listen, normally if I got growling all the way through a song, I wouldn't make it to the end of the song. I've got to make it to the end of the song because I'm doing a reaction video. All right. So I'm a bit scared. Normally I wouldn't even, you know, if I knew it was death metal, I've got to do it because I've got to round it off. I know it's like death metal or something. I know it will be, but fuck it. It's been brilliant so far. Here we go with One by One. I'm scared. Fuck me. Fucking heavy riffing again, man. feel like I'm in fucking hell or something. The odd time signature there.
Since the dawn of time, hopeless prophecies, blinding the blind, justify the kill, cleansing of their lands, lead the cycle, infidels, avengers of the dead. This is your final destiny, and your book of the eyes. The time is not for you to greet swords of apostasy.
I'm stopping it there because it's 3 minutes in. We've got 3 minutes to go, so I've gone exactly halfway, near enough. So the music is brilliant, by the way. I don't know, let me, all you extreme, I know there are not many watch my channel, but there might be the odd one. Then, you know, because a lot of people like all different types of metal, and I do. I like to think that my taste in metal does go a long way. I like everything from Journey, you know, through to like heavy Metallica, and you know, I like Overkill, and Testament, like I've said before, and you know, and I like AOR stuff, and you know, all sorts of stuff. But it doesn't go right up to that full pelt. So let me ask what sort of music this is. If you can tell me in the comments below, is it death metal? Is it black metal? You know, in a way, I get wound up with genres in one way, because when I was a kid, everything was heavy metal. Didn't matter what it fucking was. Didn't matter if it was Def Leppard. Didn't matter if it was fucking Metallica. It didn't matter if it was Iron Maiden. It didn't matter if it was, you know, Journey's probably going a bit far. But you know, they was all clubbed into this heavy metal thing. But in a way, genres upset me. But then again, what it does do, it keeps you away from music that's going to waste your time, because this life's short. So if someone says to me, you know, listen to this band, and I say, what sort of genre is it? They say black metal. I won't go near it, because I know I won't like the vocals and stuff. So it does help. So you let me know in the comments below what you think this song is genre-wise. Is it black metal, death metal, fuck metal, whatever the fuck it is? It's fucking scary though. I've got to say, it brings a real atmosphere into it. It makes you fucking worried for your life, this one. You know, I'm looking in the background to see if there's any fucking like evil demons behind me. Fucking scaring the shit out of me, this one. But, you know, musically I like it. I think it's great. And it's funny though. Even though it's good music, I will still stick to this. This is fast. It's got loads of double kick fucking drums and shit, and loads of difficult, complex playing, real heavy stuff. But it's nowhere near as heavy as the rest of this album, because I always think heaviness comes from slower songs, you know, and it's not. I prefer I think medium-paced songs sometimes with that crunchy guitar, which has been all the way through this album, is a lot heavier than this. It's got a real atmosphere about it. It's fucking scary as fuck, but it's not heavy. I don't see it as heavy. You know, I suppose it's what you perceive it as. Other people would disagree, but that's my opinion. It loses its heaviness with the speed and all that. Too much going on. Anyway, I've done rambling. I'm going to listen to the rest of this, but I'm not a fan of the track, just because probably because of the vocals. If Todd was experimenting like he has in the other songs with little parts, that is cool. But a whole song dedicated to death metal vocals and stuff just ain't for me. But I'm glad this wasn't on the album. Definitely glad it wasn't in with the main album. But here we go. The rest of this, got 3 minutes to go. Oh, we got some good vocals.
Storm through the night, Saturday, to seal your fate. It's redemption. This is survival destiny, and your book of lies. The time has come for you to greet swords of apostasy. No one is risen from death, still they are faithful, grasping with hope. Millions step out of a fringe, plan to exterminate. Most remain the kind of flame.
Nice stuff.
Worship your merciless sadist, taxed with a lifetime of guilt. What can be rendered from silence? No savior then, no savior now. Identify the enemy, hatred in their eyes, a short afterlife. Honest for eternity, control is what they say. Cyclical brutality. Let's take them one by one. Take them one by one.
I like that riff in that chorus.
One by one.
Yeah, I didn't really get along with that one. To tell you the truth, there was cool sections in that. I like the beginning, about a minute and a half of that little intro. I thought it really brought up atmosphere, even though I sort of had it in my head. I knew what was going to be going down after that. I love the little bit in the middle when I put the video back on, or the song back on, and Todd did that lovely little clean singing before it went into the solo and stuff. The solo was great. Lovely sort of like acoustic guitar going at the back of that solo. A lot of feeling in that. And the verses, the chorus, sorry, with the riffing, that heavy riffing at the end was great, you know, but I wouldn't be able to listen to that, you know. Maybe I'll just edit it and cut them bits in. I just cut all the vocals out. Sorry, Todd, but I can understand why you did it. You know, you got a lot of influences, and you probably listen to a lot of stuff that, you know, I don't. and I can understand the reason for doing it. I can definitely understand for putting it at the end of the album, the 13 tracks. You know, it's definitely totally different than anything else on the album. So my assumption just of the bonus tracks, and I will do a full review and give my view on these. What I'm going to do though is review the album 1 to 10, because that's the proper album. The album proper, if you like, 1 to 10, how Todd visioned it, and Craig. But my overall view of these bonus tracks is the first two are great. Fractured and Set It Off, I thought they were really good songs. But just didn't have the same feeling as the rest of the album. So I think it's a great choice to not have them in there. The last one, One by One, is just not me. It's just not me. I want to be honest. You know, if I sat here now and said, yeah, I love it. Oh yeah, brilliant vocal by Todd. By the way, I respect the vocal as in how difficult it must be to sing like that. But it doesn't resonate with me. I think most people probably would have known that anyway before I put it on, but I had to do it. I couldn't cop out, even though I wanted to, because I'm sure I'll see some fucking demon behind me at one point. Anyway, so I've seen too many horror films, and that fucking voice just scared the shit out of me. Anyway, thanks for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this fucking marathon of Todd La Torre. I've loved it. I think the album is fucking great, and I will probably do a review at some point tomorrow, like just a rounding it up, give my new scores, because I'm going to be banging this in my ear holes for the next day or so, and the scores will be evening out, whether they go down or up. I can't imagine many going down, to tell you the truth. You know, I think it's going to go up in my scoring, so I'm going to score each track, give you my overall thoughts. Nothing major, just my overall thoughts on the album. Thanks for listening. Thank you very much indeed. I'm trying to get a Todd La Torre interview, by the way, and he might speak to me. I hope you don't check this one out. He might not. And hopefully that'll come up soon. Keep your eye out for that. I'm trying my hardest to get one. He's probably fucking bit so busy with promoting this album, and you can understand that. So hopefully in the end I get to talk to him about this album. That's what I really want to do. All right, thank you for listening. If you want to press the red button and subscribe, it's in the right hand corner down the bottom. Thank you very much.